Afternoon, gang. Do you like a good steak? Have you been to the steak restaurant Hawksmoor? I have, a couple of times actually. Very good food, very, very expensive, overpriced expensive to be honest. And now very much one for the banned list or the boycott list. So I don't know if you've seen the news, but after his court appearance yesterday morning at Westminster Magistrates Court, Tommy Robinson attended a nearby Hawksmoor steak restaurant with himself, his long-time pal and security guy, Indian fella, funnily enough, Gurmit Singh. Liam Tufts was there, a couple of other people were there, and they had some initial drinks, had their starters, when the manager comes over and said, "Really sorry guys, I'm going to have to throw you out." They hadn't done anything wrong, weren't causing any trouble, weren't being loud. The reason he was telling them that he was going to throw them out was simply because some of the staff didn't want to serve them. That was the reason. So they threw them out. They said, "You can have the drinks on us, you've got to pay for your starters, but you've got to leave." And it's blown up on social media, on X, on Twitter, etc. Some people saying it's an absolute liberty, it's an outrage, they've done nothing wrong whatsoever. On what grounds were they being thrown out? Other people are coming out and saying, well, every restaurant, every private business, every bar has the right to serve who it wants to serve. And if they don't want to serve a certain group of people, they're well within their rights to refuse to serve them and throw them out. Now, I pointed out, and a few other people have pointed out, well, if you're going to work on those grounds, how would those same people that are celebrating Tommy Robinson being thrown out of a restaurant, how would they feel if bars and restaurants started throwing out other groups? Maybe Palestine flag carrying Gaza supporters. If they were getting thrown out of bars and restaurants, would you say that that was fair game as well? What about BLM or Just Stop Oil or trans activists or gay rights activists or anyone? Because if you set the standard that Robinson could be thrown out just simply because you don't like him, even when he's done nothing wrong whatsoever, then you have to apply those exact same standards to everyone else, which means that bars and restaurants are well within their rights to refuse to serve people carrying Palestine flags or anyone who's been on a BLM rally. Not that there are any of those anymore, but you know the point I'm making. You can't have those sorts of standards. Or if you can, you have to apply them equally. So if you're a lefty watching this, celebrating the fact that Hawksmoor restaurant threw Tommy and his mates out when they'd done absolutely nothing wrong, the manager and the restaurant themselves admit they'd done nothing wrong, they were just peacefully having some food and some drinks, but they threw them out. If you celebrate that, if you think that's okay, if you think that's correct, then you have no argument against other groups also being thrown out. Whether that's Just Stop Oil supporters, Palestine supporters, BLM supporters, gay rights supporters, whatever it might be, whatever your particular cause is, you have to support that as well. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't be hypocritical, you can't have double standards. What do you think? So from my point of view, I think they were completely out of order. I would urge everyone not to go to Hawksmoor restaurants. As I say, great food, but massively overpriced anyway. Plenty of other very, very good steak restaurants around. If that's your thing, go elsewhere. Spread the message. Do not go to Hawksmoor. Don't buy their books. Don't go in their restaurants. Don't do any business with them whatsoever. They've made their bed. They've got to lay in it now.